Hi, welcome to my channel, Teacher Picker. My name is Valerie, and I am a teacher full time and a part time picker. And I've been a teacher for over 25 years, and I have been an antiques picker and reseller for almost 30. I got on eBay in 1997, so I've been doing it for a very long time. Matter of fact, when I got on eBay, you had to host your own pictures. If you can imagine that, it's crazy how long it took to just get one item uploaded in the 90s, late 90s and early 2000s. And then now you can do everything, in a matter of minutes with your phone. So those of you that are just getting started, you young people, be grateful that the process is so much more efficient and easier. But anyway, I decided to start this channel because I wanted to merge my two passions, teaching and instruction with um, my picking knowledge. Because I've been doing this for 30 years, I feel like I have a lot to share. And I know there's a new generation of pickers, people that are learning how to pick items for resale. It's just a lot of fun. If you like to go to estate sales and yard sales and thrift stores and auctions, then this channel will be for you. I'm going to share, just some things that I've recently picked, why I picked them, the amount of money that I paid, and what I expect to hopefully sell them for. So I'll have some videos that are haul videos where I show you the things that I've recently picked up and give you all of that information. And then some videos will be recently sold where I'll just use my screen and show you what's recently sold on eBay. I sell on a couple of different platforms. I sell on eBay. I also sell on Cherish, which is a more curated, high end selling platform. Things sell for more, but they are curated in that the um, the administrators at Cherish will kind of pick and choose or reject things that do not meet their criteria. So it's finer, higher end things. But I sell mostly on eBay, occasionally sell on Facebook Marketplace, but mostly on eBay. I have an eBay store, and that's where I sell. So let's get started. I'm going to show you some of the things that I recently picked up. I'm going to tell you how much I paid for them, why I bought them, and what I expect resale value to be. So the first item is this nice little Enesco vase. And Enesco is a good name. It's upside down. And so it was sold like in Hallmark stores and in some little specialty shops and some of the nicer department stores. Just little decorative items. This particular item, the date on it is 1997. So the same year I started on eBay, this was made. But it's just a little vase. It's ceramic. And as you can see, it's a tall chest of drawers, kind of in the French style. And it's just like a baby blue would be great for like a nursery or a child's room. You could put anything. You don't have to use it as a vase. But it's just really cute. I picked this up for $1.99. Now my thrift store, I love Goodwill, they like the 99. So everything is $1.99, $3.99, $2.99. But this was $1.99. And this is something that I would hope to get between $18 and $22 for in my eBay store. Really cute. The next item is a piece of pottery by Vicki Carroll. It was hand painted. I'm not sure the dates for Vicki Carroll pottery, but I know it was really popular in the 90s. I don't think they are still producing. I know this particular piece is retired from the research that I've done. And it's just a little bud vase that was hand painted by the Vicki Carroll Pottery Studios. I did pay 99 cents for this, and I would expect that I can get $18, $19 for this. Now, the profit margin isn't great on some of these items. it's greater on others. It kind of all adds up, honestly. I mean, I ship things where my profit margin might only be $12 to $15. But if I only paid, if I didn't pay much for it and it's easy to ship, then I don't mind. Something like this is easy to ship. I have small boxes. I would wrap it in some bubble wrap and put it in one of my small boxes and ship it out. It's easy to do. This next item is just a little like trinket box, wooden trinket box that has many different woods and colors kind of infused in there. And it's just, people love wood. I love wood. I love little wooden pieces. And I'm not sure, it likely was made in Indonesia. I don't know how that it's necessarily vintage, but again, people love little trinket boxes, and especially wood grain, wood items. I got this for 99 cents, and I would hope to get about 15 to $18 for that. So this next item is a bigger ticket item, and it's a bigger item altogether. And some of you may recognize Arthur Court. This is a large Arthur Court. They make pewter and aluminum serving pieces. And this one features elephants, and people love elephants, especially Crimson Tide fans. Roll Tide. I'm a Tide fan. I live in Alabama. But this the elephants are good sellers in Arthur Court. You can see that it's marked there. This is a large piece. I did pay $3.99 for this, but I currently have it listed on eBay for $55. When I did comps, some of these have even sold for up to $65, $75. So that's a really good profit margin on that. So that's one of the bigger profit margin items. The next thing I have is a lamp. This is a brass pineapple lamp, kind of a smaller lamp that's footed. People really love pineapples, and especially that's footed. At my thrift store, lamps across the board typically, unless there's something special, are $5.99. Always $5.99. And that particular lamp, the pineapple lamps sell really well, the brass ones on eBay. So I would hope to get $35 to $40 for that in my eBay store. And then I have another lamp. Now, this lamp is more of an Asian style. Some might call this chinoiserie. And so it is, see that blue sticker? That typically is an indication that it's older. And then I still have the price tag. I haven't even taken it off. Again, most of the lamps in my Goodwill thrift store are $5.99. It's footed and lovely little ginger jar on top, all in brass. Again, paid $5.99. This is one I would expect to get maybe 65. I'll start it at 65 in my eBay store. Um, Brass lamps sell pretty well for me, especially if they are chinoiserie or Asian style lamps. Um, people really like to use those to decorate in their homes. So this next piece is a larger piece, and it is a covered dish, like a soup tureen, and it appears to have never been used. It's in excellent condition, and I'll show you. And it is from France, and I cannot ever pronounce the name. The first name is Philippe. But I always buy any porcelain items that are high quality from France with this particular brand or maker, because they typically do pretty well. I did pay $3.99 for this at my local Goodwill, and I will expect to get 55 to 65 for the little soup tureen. So the next item is a little smaller item. Now this is just a ceiling mount globe, glass globe, and you can see it's kind of got horns on it. Very mid-century. I sell a lot of these. and I can typically pick them up for less than $2 or $3. It's usually $1.99 or $2.99. But people that are really into the mid-century style home and they're trying to redo maybe, or maybe it's a new home and they just like mid-century details in their fixtures and decorating. These are great for a bathroom, for a small area, hallway. Very popular, and I can expect to get about $18 to $20 for this, and it comes with no hardware. It's just for the globe, but it has, like, again, those little horns on it, and so it's just very, very mid-century 50s, 60s style. And like I said, I always pick those up because they sell really well for me. Okay, this next item is a piece of Fiesta. Now, I think it is probably more contemporary Fiesta. I don't know. I don't believe it's one of the older ones. I would say it's probably from the 90s. And it's an apricot color, and it's just a little bud base. And I picked it up for 99 cents at the Goodwill, and I will expect to get 20 around 20 $20, maybe just a little less for that. So easy to ship. Just put some bubble wrap around that and put it in a small box. um, so the next thing that I want to show you is a small cup and saucer collection. Now, a lot of cups and saucers, are not worth your time, but if they're from England, if they're floral, if they're vintage, then comp them first before you just, put them away. But these are from England, and they, let me see if I can turn it around. Um, I can't make out that brown, but Staffordshire makes a lot of these. There are a lot of different brands from England. They were likely made in the 60s, 50s or 60s. And here's the cup. It's just a little cup and saucer. And I got four of these. They have a scalloped design on them. And so there are four different colors. They're all pastels. So there's the blue one. And then here's the light pink. Isn't that pretty? And then the first one was yellow, blue, pink, and then now the light green, the mint green. So I got this set for $1.99 each for each set. So I have, $8 in all four. And I've listed them separately for around $30 a piece because after I comp them, that's what they sell for, around $30 a piece. So that was a pretty good find. That's going to end up, if I sell them at 30 and don't have to reduce them, a profit margin of 28. You have to take off your eBay fees, but maybe around $25 after it's all said and done. So this next set that I have is, you can see, still has the sticker, $2.99 from Goodwill, and these are some French plates, and I don't remember the name. Let me see if I can pull this tape. Now these are several plates that are taped together on this, and they are Longchamp. Yes, I knew, from France. And so I always buy any of these. Some of these really good brands from France do really well, and Longchamp is one of those. And so the plates on the bottom are actually not Longchamp. I have just a couple of them, but this particular pattern sells really well, and then the ones on the bottom are Corel, so I can sell those probably for $15 for the four of them. But these hand painted French Longchamps sometimes do really well, so I have two of those, and I could probably get 25 to 30 for the two of those. So if I sell everything separately, and it's $45, from $2.99 to $40 to $45 is a pretty good profit margin. So I always pick up, if it's good quality and it's marked France and it's well made, especially if it's hand painted or that white porcelain that I showed you earlier. Those type things typically sell really well for me. Now the next piece is a mid-century piece. Now I have a stack of these. Now sometimes Goodwill they will list things or they will tag things separately. And then every now and then they'll decide to, if they've got several of them, tape them together and sell it as a lot. And that's what happened on these. I actually have 7 of these, and they were all taped together for $3.99. And this is actually a Mikasa by Ben Siebel, and Frolic is the pattern name. As you can see, it just kind of screams 60s, 70s flower power kind of design. And these are quite large. I typically don't buy Mikasa because so many Mikasa patterns just do not bring very much. But these really cool mid-century patterns will sometimes do really well. So for the 7 of these, I'm hoping to get maybe 75, or maybe a little less. I might have to reduce it over time, but they're all in excellent condition. They appear to have never been used, so that's a pretty good profit margin. If I do actually realize that price. So the other thing, the last little thing that I wanted to share in this video is a weird little massager. I pick up everything. This is vintage. I think this is probably from the late 60s, early 70s. It's just, I just think, what a pain to use that as a massager, but it's so heavy. But they're very collectible. I don't know if people buy them to use them or if they buy them just because they collect them. But I did pay up for this. I paid $10.99, but if you do the comps on these, and this one works fine, I've tested it, it's in good condition. Those bring about $75, $80. So sometimes I'll pay a little up for something, pay a little more for something if the profit margin is going to be really, really good. So I've sold several massagers like that are older, and they typically do pretty well. They're people like to collect those. So that's actually all I have on this haul video, and I will actually, since this is only 18 minutes, I'm probably going to add a few at the end of this video. Once I finish up here, I'm going to just go ahead and add a little more to show you what has sold on eBay, to just give you a little bit of glimpse into that end of things as well, where you can see what has sold for me in the last few weeks. So anyway, click like and subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. I, again, work full time. I teach at a local university. So I don't know how often I'll get to do videos. I want to do them as often as I can. But be sure to follow me, because I would love to share my knowledge with you and to help you get started in your picking and reselling journey. Thank you for watching. So I'd like to kind of go over some things that have sold recently in my eBay store, just to finish up this video. The first thing that I have is a set of 7 Villeroy and Boch Manoir cups. That's Manoir is the pattern name. But Villeroy and Boch items typically are pretty sought after and sell pretty well. And I usually can pick up cups for 99 cents a piece. So I have $7 in this set, and then as you can see, it sold for 55. So always comp Villeroy and Boch pieces. They sell really well. This is a piece of House of Hatton. That's something that you can watch for. They are usually have a little inscribed at the back, usually on the base of these. And they make little figures. They also are made, I don't even know if they're still in business, little ornaments, and they're made of like composite or paper mache, just kind of, they're not ceramic, but anyway, they're really cool. And they don't sell for a lot. Now, there are some of the more rare ones that sell for a good bit, but anytime I can pick something like this up for $1 or so, I go ahead and pick it up. And you can see this one sold for 18. I think I paid 99 cents for her. She's just a little cute little folk art birthday girl. Now, this was a great find. Always comp and take a look at flatware. At estate sales, at the thrift store, they'll a lot of times be in bags. I actually picked this set up in a bag at the thrift store for $3.99, and it's Bugatti. It's made in Italy. Very sought after. This actually went to Europe. It was shipped. Someone from London bought it from me, so they paid, I think they paid like $35 to ship it, or $40. But anyway, the set of 11 here sold for $75. So great profit margin. Never, always pay attention to flatware. This next sale is wall switches, vintage wall outlet covers, plates, wall switches. Always, look at those, consider those. I got this set and another set that had a different pattern, all in a bag at the thrift store for $1.99. And so I've listed the two sets separately, and this set sold for $18. So anyway, vintage outlet covers and wall plates, typically will sell if they're in good condition. Okay, this is a Buyer's Choice. Now, some of you may not know, but Buyer's Choice, they also make something other than just the carolers for Christmas. These are called Kindles. This one was Easter Bunny suit. This one still had the original egg with the wood coin inside the egg. It's a little bit harder to find. I picked this up for like $3.98 and at the thrift store, and it sold for $38. And then this is a set of vintage Santa Anita wear. These were made in the 1940s. They're marked on the bottom. And anyway, it's very collectible. And as you can see, this set of 4 different size of bowls and a little covered sugar sold for $34. Then this is Metlocks. This one isn't marked. I just know Metlocks when I see it. This is part of the Poppy Trail. It was the Red Rooster. Provincial Red Rooster is the pattern name. And a lot of these pieces have a red rooster. It's just that the canister sets and some of the serving pieces are just solid red. So this is an 8.5 inch canister, 8.5 inches tall, that sold for $25. I think I got it for $2.98 at Goodwill. This is a vintage set. I think they're probably mid-century, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't list them. I just listed them as vintage. But they're Liberace, and it has his signature in gold, and then a really cool mod-looking grand piano and some musical notes and candelabra. Anyway, a set of 2 of these highball tumblers sold for $29. And I picked them up for 99 cents a piece at Goodwill. This is a set of Mikasa. I don't pick up a lot of Mikasa, but this is actually the second set on this video, but normally I don't. But I do always comp it if I see it in the thrift store, if I see it in an estate sale, because some of their patterns are more sought after and sell well. And this Sao Paulo Ultima actually is somewhat sought after. So you can see here I got 4 sets of cup and saucer. These were all together in a set. They were all taped up together. I think I got the whole set for $4.99, and then it sold for $38. This is a set of Wedgwood. Of course, any of you that have been doing this for any length of time know that Wedgwood is a good name. It's from England. And this is Wedgwood Coliseum. And when you look at the comps on eBay for Wedgwood Coliseum, they do pretty well. I've sold several pieces. I bought a big set of this for like $9.99, and I've just pieced it out a little bit at a time. The dinner plates sold very well. I might feature those in another video. They sold a while back. But the only thing I had left at the end were these mugs, and I still have some cups and saucers. But as you can see, a set of 2 of these were $25, and I sold 2 sets to the one person. So 4 went out for $50. So the total sale was $50. I didn't get all of that on this picture. Okay, so that's everything for this week, or for this video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow this channel. Thank you.